Hey, welcome! So, today we're going to dive into something really simple, but honestly super powerful. We're going to talk about how to weave English into your everyday life. And the best part, we're going to use the one thing you have with you all the time, your own daily routine. I mean, have you ever felt like this? You know that feeling? You're sitting there, your head is just buzzing with ideas, but you feel like your tongue is tied because you're worried about how you sound, worried about being judged. This quote from Maniba Mazari just hits the nail on the head. And if you've been there, you are definitely not alone. So here's the thing. What if the answer wasn't some fancy, expensive language course? What if it was something you could do every single day for free, right from your own home? That's what we're going to explore, how these small, consistent efforts can make all the difference. All right, let's get practical. We're going to turn your day into your classroom. Seriously, from the second you open your eyes in the morning, your day is absolutely packed with little moments where you can practice. The best way to get started is by building what I like to call a toolbox of sentences. And look, we're not trying to write a novel here. The goal is to be clear and to repeat it, starting with the very first things you do every day. It starts super simple, just a fact. I wake up at 7 a.m. See what's happening there? By saying this out loud, you're not translating it from your native language. You're actually thinking and speaking in English. This is your foundation. Okay, so what's next? You just add the next step. I brush my teeth and wash my face. Each little action connects to the last one, and you start to form a little story about your morning. And we just keep going. It's that simple. We're just describing what's happening. I make coffee and eat toast. Every time you say these simple sentences, you're telling a story, your story, in English. And boom, just like that, you've basically described your whole morning routine. You now have this complete, short story that you can practice every single morning until it just becomes second nature. And you know what? The exact same idea works for your evening. You're just narrating what you do. I eat dinner with my family. I watch TV. I go to bed at 11. Just like that, you're building another whole set of sentences for your toolbox. All right, so that's the what. We've covered what to do, but now let's talk about the why, because this is where the real magic happens. The actual goal here isn't just to memorize sentences, it's to train your brain to stop translating and to actually start thinking directly in English. Just think about it for a second. Translating in your head is like driving on a slow, bumpy country road, right? You have to think a thought, find the right word, put it together. It's clunky. Our goal is to build a super fast highway where your thoughts flow directly into speech, all in English. So, how do we build that highway? Well, one of the best tools is something called visualization. This is an amazing, silent practice you can do anywhere, anytime. It's basically like a dress rehearsal in your head. You're getting your brain ready for real conversations, but with zero pressure. And it's super easy. Here's how it works. First, just picture a really simple scene, like you're ordering a coffee. Second, run through the conversation in your mind. Hello, I would like a latte, please. And third, this is the key. If you can, say it out loud. That's what makes the language feel real to your brain. Okay, another really powerful technique is called shadowing. Think of it like a workout, but for your mouth and your brain working together. You just listen to a native speaker, maybe from a movie or a podcast, and you repeat what they say almost immediately after them. It's not about understanding every single word. It's about matching the rhythm, the flow, the music of the language. Okay, this next part is maybe the most important piece of the whole puzzle. How to make this a real habit. The secret to being consistent isn't about finding more time in your day. It's about linking your English practice to things you're already doing. And this is just a perfect list of examples. While you're cooking dinner, just say, I am cutting the onions. When you're out for a walk, describe what you see around you. The sky is blue. I see a dog. Read signs out loud. And my personal favorite, talk to your pets in English. I promise they won't judge your grammar. The whole point is to make it feel natural, not like some homework assignment. And I love this tip from Muniba Mazari. Every single morning, just take 3 minutes. She calls them the 3 golden minutes. You just look around your room and describe what you see out loud. There's a cup on the table. The window is open. It's such a tiny habit, but it trains your brain to flip that switch into English mode right from the start of your day. All right, as we start to wrap this up, there's a really crucial mindset I want you to walk away with. This whole journey, it's not about being perfect. It's about making progress one tiny step at a time.
Look, you have to remember this. Your goal is not to have a perfect accent. Your goal is to be understood. So chase clarity. Real confidence doesn't come from sounding exactly like someone else. It comes from being able to share your own ideas and have people understand you.
And please, please remember this. The person who practices for just 15 minutes every single day is going to get so much farther than the person who tries to cram for 3 hours just once a week. That consistency, that's your secret weapon. It's those small daily efforts that add up to huge results over time. So, I'm going to leave you with a question. Not tomorrow, not next week, but today. What is the very first sentence you are going to say to describe your day in English? Start with that one sentence. That's all it takes to begin.